Hey first grade, our science lesson this week is going to be about space and constellations, which are patterns of stars in the sky. So we will be doing a little bit more of a craft than it is an experiment, where you get to make constellations that you can hang in your window. Before we get started, I would recommend listening to this book first to help you decide which constellation you would like to do. There are so many constellations out there that it was hard to decide which ones to include in the presentation that I made of constellations, so I decided to go with the story and go with a lot of animals. You can always do other constellations if you want, like Orion, the Hunter, or the Gemini twins. Whatever constellation you might know about that you want to do is fine. But if you're not sure yet, there's a Google slide with lots of different animal constellations in it that you can use for this activity. Another option is you can always go out at night and look up at the sky and see what constellations you see there. Okay guys, so for this activity, you're gonna need a piece of white copy paper, and I have a few because I'm going to do a few different examples. A piece of black construction paper, a pencil, a white crayon or a piece of chalk, and some tape. So the first thing that we're going to do is pick your constellation that you want to make. So you might already know a constellation you want to use that you can look up a picture of online, or you can use the Google slide that has all of the animal constellations, and I'm going to do a couple different animals on mine. So you'll go through the slide, pick the one that you want to do, and then get ready for the next step. I'm going to choose Leo the lion. So next step is I have my paper here, and I am going to draw this on my white copy paper with pencil. So I'll update you after I do that. So here I am drawing. It doesn't have to be perfect, just the basic shape. Try to get all of the big stars on there. And constellations are made up of tons of stars, but I'm just going for the big ones that make up the outline. So there is Leo the lion, and here are my dots to recreate it. It's just the dots on the white paper, because the next step is taking the black construction paper. We're going to put it under the white copy paper. It's a little tricky because I'm filming with one hand. And then I'm going to use something sharp to poke holes where the dots are so that they poke through the black construction paper as well. This is a part where you will want a parent to help you. You can try to use like a sharp pencil or a pen. I'm going to go with a pair of scissors. I forgot about this during the materials portion. But I'm going to use scissors to poke these holes very, very carefully in my paper. Definitely ask an adult for help. I'm also going to go ahead and tape the white paper to the black paper because I can always take that off later, but just to make sure that it stays in the same spot. I'm going to get a couple pieces of tape, and I'm going to just put that on there. And then I have my scissors, and I'm going to use the edge. Like I said, you want an adult to help with this. And I am going to carefully poke where one of my stars are and poke a hole all the way through the white paper and the black construction paper. It's not going to be the most beautiful spot, but it will do the trick. And I'm going to do that for every star on my paper. So now I'm going to take the tape off of my black paper and the white paper. So now here is my black paper with the stars poked out. Okay, next next step is to connect the dots with your white crayon. So the first thing I notice is I'm going to connect the ones on top to look more like a head. So this one goes here. I'm going to make a nice thick line. This one goes here. This one goes down. And there's the top of Leo the lion. And the last thing I want to do on my paper is label it. I'm going to use my best handwriting. Leo the lion. And now I'm done. So the next and last step is to get another piece of tape. And we're gonna hang this in the window. It's a little gloomy, the light's shining through and it looks like the stars. So because this is my first time doing this, here's what I noticed. I can see two spots with my scissors where I cut it and I didn't make a very good hole. It was just like a slash through there, and those stars don't look very good. So I'm gonna get a pencil and try that again. So if you use scissors, make sure that you get a nice round hole. All right, I'm gonna make a couple more and then hang those up as well. Okay guys, so when I started my second one, I thought maybe I should try the pencil because I was worried the pencil wouldn't poke through 2 layers of paper, and it turns out that was perfect. So a pencil is a good idea. It needs to be pretty sharp. This one's freshly sharpened. And I'm not positive about a mechanical pencil. You can always try one and see if it works, because that's what science is, trying different things. So I'm gonna finish this and a couple more and I will show you the results when I'm done. Okay guys, here are my window constellations. So I decided to try them on different sizes of paper. So maybe you only have 1 sheet of black construction paper, but you can cut it into halves like this one, or quarters like this one, fourths, and you can make more than one. It wouldn't be a science video without an appearance by Dexter. Alright guys, be sure to share your window constellations on Flipgrid. I can't wait to see what you guys choose to do.